I'm Mark Bridge, and you're watching Pop Culture Galaxy TV. Alright, listen, you guys might be hearing the AC in the background, and if you are, I apologize, but it's freaking hot, and I don't feel like to be sweating right now with the AC off, and it just looks, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Anyway, let's move on to what today's topic is about. So, we all know about the big hiccup over at Disney with James Gunn situation and how I feel about it. And just to reiterate how I feel about it, I think it's just plain bullshit. They kowtowed to some nut job on Twitter to get this guy fired for no good reason other than some bad jokes back in the day, which you already apologized for, which you knew about. So yeah, I don't buy that bullshit. So here we are. A lot of people have came out and defended James Gunn, including his casts of Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know what's in the works right now. I don't know if the actors themselves are figuring out a way to get him back, or even Kevin Feige's figuring a way to get him back. Disney's pretty silent. Kevin is pretty silent. So who knows? So it's been what, 5 days or so since it happened. Almost a week. Have no movements. We don't know if Disney's trying to, will just say, you know what, our bad. Let's take him back. But for now, James Gunn is still, as of this recording, is still fired and is basically a free agent. So what is today's topic about? Today's topic is about James Gunn being the free agent that he is, being the hot commodity that he is, being the director that is being supported right now. It's not gonna be too long until Disney's loss is another company's gain. And the company that could definitely gain from Disney's loss right now is Warner Brothers / DC. Now, what movie could DC potentially hire James Gunn for, you ask? How about Green Lantern Corps? Now, I recently started reading again this behemoth of a book. This is volume 1 of 3 of Jeff Johns' complete run of Green Lantern. Big in it. Love it. And it's like, I'm telling you, his run made me just not read Green Lantern anymore. And not in a bad way. He has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And when I say when this month ends it's like, why read another Green Lantern? Why? You told all the story you could tell with the Green Lantern universe. So I haven't been keeping up. I admit that. I haven't been keeping up with Green Lantern. I might start again when Grant Morrison takes over, which sounds interesting. But for now, this and its 2 other companion pieces are the definitive Green Lantern stories. And for that. Yeah. So, they have the Green Lantern Corps movie in the works. We don't know when that's coming out. Right now they're focusing on Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman 84, and probably that Joker movie. But I think Green Lantern Corps is in the works. It's close to being the next film. Either that or Flashpoint, who knows. But Jeff Johns spoke about it at Comic-Con, and the way he talked about it is if they're approaching it from how he did Rebirth. And I noticed the Aquaman trailer and the Shazam trailer has a lot of Jeff Johns influence in it. So I can see them going the Rebirth route with this movie. I kind of wanted to do Rebirth and Sinestro Cold War in it. I don't know if maybe it's too soon to do Sinestro Cold War, but the thing is, they did the last movie last time. Sinestro was a good guy. We don't want to introduce... I mean, you can possibly do a movie without Sinestro and say he's away, he's kidnapped, blah, blah, blah. But that's two movies you have and no Sinestro as a bad guy. We haven't seen Sinestro as a bad guy yet, so I think it would be a waste not to make him the bad guy for the next one. But who knows what they're doing. So that's my ideas in terms of how they should approach it. Now my idea of who should direct it, you guessed it from the title of this video, James Gunn should direct Green Lantern Corps. Now you might say, well, why would he go from from a space-based hero film to another space-based hero film? Like, that's repeating himself. I'm sure as a director you want to do different things, you know what I mean? True. But I feel Green Lantern Corps is different enough. Yes, it has in common aliens, space, that sort of thing. Like the Green Lantern Corps is kind of like the Nova Corps, which he introduced in the first Guardians. But the Green Lantern Corps, I think Marvel is trying to make the Green Lantern Corps, the Nova Corps different, and they're trying not to repeat what the Green Lantern Corps did. So they're already doing something different. Now, the Green Lantern Corps, how he would approach it differently, it's, yes, he has a sensibility of, like, he's very, like, his humor, which got him fired, just the wacky shit that comes up. Green Lantern has a lot of that. You know, he has the weird, it has a planet as a Green Lantern member, right? The Mogo, that big ass planet. You have this little buzzy thing. You have Scarlac, Kilowog. You have a variety of aliens in this, and different things you can do with it. And of course, they're approaching this film differently than Martin Campbell's 2008 or 2009 version. Whenever 2008, I think it came out, Green Lantern. But basically, they're approaching it different than that film. So they're going more with a multitude of characters, not just Hal Jordan. I don't even know if Hal Jordan is going to be in this one. I don't know if it's going to be Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, Kai Rayner, Guy Gardner. Are they going to make up completely new Green Lantern, human Green Lantern members for the film? Who knows? They could do all of that. It's an exciting time, and if that, what I just put down there, I'm not about to lift that up again. That shit is heavy. If that is a blueprint, then we're in for a treat, and I think James Gunn would be the perfect person for that film. You know, look at all the stuff he did with Guardians. You know, like as a matter of fact, the thing that I most look forward to, if he was to direct it, that he brought to Guardians, is the family aspect of it. The Green Lantern Corps has a family aspect to it, like the brotherhood. It's like a military brotherhood. While Guardians had a bunch of misfits coming together, this is more like Band of Brothers in space, right? You know, that Spielberg miniseries back in the day. It's like a war film, but more like I could see like the first hour of this movie, or first 30 to 40 minutes of this movie dedicated to these guys getting to know each other while in military school, the Guardian Corps training, if they're approaching it like that. And, you know, they riffing off each other, finding about each other's background, like, you know, butting heads and coming together. And then, like, at the end of the movie, the whole entire Corps have to fight another Corps. That's why I kind of want the Sinestro Corps War to be the basis of this movie. Kind of like combining both Rebirth and Sinestro Corps War. The best of both of those stories. And have them together and create a really awesome story. And I think James Gunn would be a perfect person to bring to that table. So Disney, I don't know what Disney's doing right now. People are suggesting Taika Waititi to replace him for Guardians. I actually want him back. If you gave me the choice right now, what do you want, Mark? Do you want James Gunn to direct Guardians or Green Lantern? I say Guardians, because his voice is all over that movie, and I think he wanted to round out the trilogy. And like, what do you do with the script he already turned in? You know what I mean? Like, do you just spite him and just like, no, we're tearing that shit to shreds and write a whole new story that may not gel with what came before? You know what I mean? And the voice voice of the film will just completely change, and it'll just like, you'll always be a reminder. I mean, for me, who is sort of into this stuff, it'll be a little ding, you know what I mean? Maybe not for the average moviegoer, but for me, and I'm sure for others, they'll feel that energy coming from that movie. Could be good, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It could work out, but for now, it's just a sore spot for me. But going back to Green Lantern, so I'd rather him do Guardians, but if Disney decide to stick to their guns and be fucking assholes, then DC should definitely, especially the fact that he's not being blacklisted by his peers. Everybody's coming out supporting him, right? The petition, which probably will do nothing in terms of moving the needle on the DC front, has about, over 2,000 and change signature. Means nothing, but it's an impressive number. Celebrities are coming out to support him, so like, he's not a pariah in Hollywood. So DC, if you're watching and Disney says completely fuck you to James Gunn, you better snatch him up. And I'm sure James will take up the opportunity, even if he says, "Yo, I love to work with you guys, but not Green Lantern. Give me something else. Give me Doom Patrol. Give me, I don't know, something. One of them weird DC properties you have over there. I'll do one of those, but not Green Lantern because I already did Guardians." Snatch him up. But I think he's perfect for Guardians. Like, I think it's different enough. Yes, it's set in space. Yes, it has aliens. But I think tonally it will represent a different shift for him. That I think he can cut his teeth on this. He can exercise a different muscle on this film. And yeah, so that's my take. I think James Gunn should direct Green Lantern Corps. Screw what Disney's doing. I almost wanted to boycott them, but man, I want to see Avengers. But let's see what happens in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months. We'll see what kind of movements is made on both Disney and Warner Brothers' part. Because I'm sure, like I said, he's not a pariah right now. I'm sure some studios waiting to pounce on James Gunn. So yeah, that's my take. No news. It's probably a slow news day, or maybe some crazy news just dropped and I completely missed it. But for now, I just wanted to give you like my editorial on why I think James Gunn should direct Green Lantern Corps. Let me know what you guys think. It's important to know what you guys think. Comment down below. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? I stream on Twitch video games as well, so head over there and just hit that follow button. And my schedule is there to when I stream, so you don't have to worry about it. And that's it. So until next time, folks, peace.